Hello once again everyone and welcome back. I am your host Natty and this is Nat Reviews, the series where I take a look at a random piece of media and give my thoughts on it. Do you remember the early to mid 2000s rock bands? Remember their weird names? Ones like Hinder, Switchfoot, Trapt, and this week's Hoobastank? Likely won't remember the band names, but may remember their songs. Hinder's Lips of an Angel, Switchfoot's Meant to Live, Trapt's Headstrong, and Hoobastank with its Monster 2004 hit, The Reason. This one being arguably the biggest hit from a band no one remembers the name of out of the early to mid 2000s rock scene, peaking at number 2 in America. So who was Hoobastank? Where did they go? And what was their huge hit? Let's find out. So Hoobastank was an American band formed in the 1990s, originally named Hoobastank, as the band struggled to find a name not already taken. They soon settled on their current name. Originally, the band had a saxophone in it, but before their major label debut, they were told to drop the sax, so sax go bye-bye. When their first major label album debuted, the band already had a strong reputation amongst the Southern California scene, and that helped them when the album came around as their music appeared on various games and movie soundtracks. So by the time 2003 came around, they already had a bit of a name growing for themselves. That is when they released The Reason, the album named after the huge hit we are reviewing today. The group's huge hit, The Reason, was released in the first half of 2004 and it rocketed up the charts, reaching the higher levels of the charts in the US, the UK, Germany, Canada, and elsewhere. Where in America it was held from number 1 by Usher's Burn, in Canada it supplanted it at number 1. The song's success also helped them get a rise in international attention. They even got the song to appear on the finale of Friends, which would be a big deal back then. It is also paralleled in how The Fray got their song How to Save a Life to be on Grey's Anatomy. The song is an alt-rock / post-grunge song very fitting of the mid-2000s. It is more of a ballad for the band, and as later interviews show, they do enjoy these ballads, trying to include one on each album in some way, shape, or form, which this is the only pop-rock song in their catalog, the rest being harder alt-rock. The song is about someone who regrets harming a loved one in some way in hopes to atone for their shortcomings, which the lyrics can also give off many other meanings as my research and own opinion show, so take the lyrics how you feel. I enjoy the orchestral element, reminds me a bit of the famous Spider-Man soundtracks around that time among other things. This time it's used masterfully to increase the epicness of the song and I rather enjoy it. A major point of the song is its video, and the video is a rather famous one at that. I remember it being on the television quite a lot. This song also has a personal childhood connection. I remember where I was when I first heard it, and it was also around that time I was given a lesson about how I should cherish the music that I hear now, as it will stick later in life. After that first listen, I always wanted to hear it more and more, which due to its popularity meant that I did get to hear it quite a lot, along with many of the other songs I have taken a look at in this and last year's September Throwback series. The video portrays the band performing a heist set to the tune of the song, and I have always thought it looked cool growing up. I only found out during the research of this episode, the video for their follow-up single, Same Direction, acts as a prequel and a sequel to this song's video. So if you enjoyed the story portrayed in this, you could check out that song too. But yes, the video portrays the band performing a heist, seemingly hit and running a woman in the street only to find out she is in on the plan and gets picked up and rode off into the sunset on a motorcycle by a biker as the band makes off with the gem they sought. I won't spoil what Same Direction adds to the story, but you can find out following the links in the description below. But now, before we get too into film theory, let's move along to the conclusion now. Conclusion. What were my overall thoughts on the song? Well, I am fairly certain it's a bit obvious, but I do enjoy the song quite a lot. It still holds up for me, which many alt-rock songs from them don't exactly do very well. It's a classic in my eyes and gets a solid A+. I enjoy the orchestral elements slowly added in as the song progresses, making the song an epic ballad, and it's aided by powerful vocals by the lead vocalist, Doug Raw. Do check it out if it fancies you. Do I look forward to more from the artist? Now we get to the last question from the beginning. Where did they go? The band is still around today and have released some albums on independent labels lately. Not too certain if I will check them out anytime soon, but considering how much this song was a part of my childhood, perhaps I will get curious sometime and take a look at their newer work. They aren't charting too much these days, but they seem committed still to their craft, which I find admirable. Nice to see the group still holding together for the most part, with mostly the same members as when they formed, minus saxophonist and some bassists leaving in the mid-2000s. Don't find a band holding together that long often among bands like these. Now I do feel that just about wraps us up. It was neat to take a look back at a song that was a childhood classic of mine. I hope you enjoyed yourself and maybe you learned something. If you liked learning about this song, let me know in the comments below and let me know what else you would like me to review. But without any further ado, I have been Natty and this has been Nat Reviews, and farewell. Next week on Nat Reviews, My Happy Ending by Avril Lavigne.